Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's having a great day. How are you today, Mr. Todd?
I'm good.
Good, good, good. Mm, sorry,
Why are you sorry?
fine this morning. There we go. Now, um, I needed to close out another chat. I'm in another show. I was listening to. Where am I at? Okay. I was listening to Cajun Rally Roots.
Hmm.
And sorry, I was trying to get my chat up so I could see it. Am I looking Ursula this morning? I don't give a flap. Ursula is the octopi from Little Mermaid, right? So, okay, we're good. Good morning, Jabus. Good morning, Mr. Bumcrack. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Vintage. Sandy, it's always a pleasure. Anissa, how are you this morning? Hope you're staying warm. Pink, how's it over on the West Coast? Spam, why are you? Uh, Good morning, Spam. So I hope everybody is having. Okay. Hope everybody's having a great day. If I have to jump up and run, it's because I'm trying to drink uh, 96 ounces of water a day, and so as an old man, when it kicks in, you have to go. So I'm sharing a little information there with you. Uh, so how are you this morning, Todd?
I'm all right.
Good, good. You got a lot going out today,
I've got like 13 orders, but that's not all that much for 3 days of sales.
right?
It's better than zero. How
Right.
about you?
Um,
You got 50 orders going out?
who me?
Yeah,
I've got
you're a reseller, aren't
I've
you?
got one or I had one order to go out Saturday. I had and then I had one more order that they bought three things that went out. Let's see, they bought it on Sunday, and so it's already at the post office. I dropped it off in the box yesterday, and so it's about 117 all total. So
Let's see.
oh, did you have to do a drug test yesterday, Chaz? Or was that required by the doctor?
Go in a cup. Hmm,
Yeah.
that's exciting.
Uh, what happened to these people? Okay. Comments.
Yeah, I had 13 orders for $300 for 3 days. I'm like, that's not my average.
So, Scott still hasn't got his. Okay. They've added a new feature, sorry, in StreamYard. Uh, you can pop out the chat, which is good. So now let's see.
Ah!
Okay, that works marvelous. That is so nice because I can pop out the EV Mux chat now, and then when I click on it, it shows everybody, and
He doesn't see you, Scott.
I did too. I heard him.
I know. That's why I love eMux, because I can carry on in the background. Ooh.
Yeah. If you've ever been on StreamYard, the person in the background is quiet. If they come into the green room, on TV,
Yeah.
when they come in, you hear them, and you can actually talk to them, but y'all don't see them. So
Correct.
anyway, just a 6 months checkup, Chaz. Things had 0 sales for days.
Yeah, my sales have been terrible too.
Let's see. Pumpkin. I don't care. Anybody's welcome to come in.
I did hit break even on my 45 RPM records.
Did you?
So now I just got to sell the other 160 of them.
Oh, right.
Sorry, I'm eating some Ritz crackers for.
That's okay. So how are things with you, Scott?
Other than being kicked in the sack every morning when I wake up by John, everything's good.
Okay. Did you still hadn't heard anything more about getting your channel back?
They come back and said, okay, we've confirmed that you have been hacked, but it's an association through John, and that you need to help John recover his account, and then we can recover your account. But the problem is John's in worse shape than I am, because he's lost control of that email account, because they went into his account and changed the recovery email. So every time they go to send him a recovery email, it brings up the hacker's email address. And so he's stuck in a loop where he's going to need somebody to physically go in and change it. Where me, they just took me down, but they only got the cookie attack on mine. So they never got my email. They never got control of my AdSense or anything. I've still got. So now I'm trying to convince them to sever mine from John and go ahead and redo mine. But
I don't understand how they could change the email address, because I've tried to change the email address attached to mine, and it won't let me.
see, John got hacked because he went to fill out some form and gave him enough information where they use that to get in there. Not me. Mine they just got because I was a manager on his account, and all they had was a cookie or a token or something. And once I broke the token, that's it.
Yeah, but the everything shits on the Ritz. Sorry.
Everything shits on a Ritz.
That's from my Ute as a Southern boy. But like I said, I've tried to go in and change the email address affiliated with my YouTube account, and it will not let me. So I don't know how that they did that.
John's trying to convince them to put a clean email address on there, and they've yet to do that. He needs, in order to get control of the account, he needs them to put a clean email on there, so that. But they say it could take up to 14 days to get it all straightened out, and so every time they send me something, I put it in Gemini, and Gemini tells me what to send them back. So I've
Julie.
I've just been replying whatever Gemini tells me to do to get this account back. Hey, Julie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Amy.
Hey, Julie.
Good morning,
Hey,
Hank. So are you back home, or are you still on vacation?
No, we're home. We leave Thursday. We headed down to Disney on Thursday. But I got something excited to tell you.
Tell me.
So 20 years ago, when Storage Wars was so popular, I wanted my husband to buy a storage unit so bad I couldn't stand it. He didn't want anything to do with it. Well, last week, he decided he was going to buy him a storage unit. So he got on the website that has all of them in our area, and he said, I'm going to get this one. And it looked like we were going to the dump. It didn't look good at all.
Oh yeah.
and it was $10. So he won that sucker for $10. So we go over there, and our youngest son, meets us over there, and they're digging through it, and they found 2 TVs and a bunch of bags and some boxes, and then he finds a safe. So
Uh-oh.
my son prized the safe open. There was $22 in cash and a gun in the safe.
Woo!
So he pawned the gun for $150. Then everything came home. So we're digging through all this stuff. And when I tell you, you got to search everything, you got to search everything.
Yeah, because people have money in books or pay clothes. There's all different kind of places. You got to search everything.
Absolutely. So we found about $30 more in cash. We found gift cards. We think this was an older lady who maybe passed away, and her kids took what they wanted and then put everything else in the storage unit. We found 4 gift cards that totaled $160. We found a Canon camera with 2 lenses that he sold on eBay to some guy overseas for $500.
Woo!
We made lots, like there were miscellaneous tools, so we made a tool lot and sold it on Marketplace. And there were miscellaneous toys, and we just threw all them in a bin and sold it on Marketplace. And the lady must have been in the sock business, because there were packages of socks, 12 packs per package, and he had about, I don't know, there might have been 50 packages, and he sold them for $5 a piece. And I mean, he sold them all in one day. So on $10, and there was other stuff in there I can't think about. For $10, he made about $1,200.
Nice.
So he's hooked.
You just got to be willing to dig through all the other crap.
Right. And we had a big load, and what we did was we just put it in boxes, and he didn't take it to the dump. He sat it out on the street, and people rode by and picked it up. They rode by and took it home with them.
As I've said before, a friend of mine, which he has since retired, he was into storage units big time. Like he had a box truck and a couple of guys that worked for him, and he had probably about a 4,000 square foot warehouse. So they would just buy everything and then just have them bring it to the warehouse. His mother, who was like 94 at the time, she had a $2,000 office chair that she sat in, and all those boxes. And I think Scott's bought storage lockers. If anybody has bought them, you'll always find boxes and bags of unpaid bills and just old stuff like that. She would go through every piece of. She'd sit in her chair, drinking coffee, and go through every piece of it. And my friend said he used to give her hell about it. She's like, why do you like doing that? And she says, well, I found a bunch of gift cards and money and things like that. And he said, no, it's not. It's because you're just too damn nosy. You want to be in everybody's business. But,
it took him about 2 hours to clean the unit out. They did hold a deposit, but then they refund your deposit.
Right.
And
it's like $100 here.
Yeah, that's what it was, $100. So about 2 hours to clean the unit out, and then it took us maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours to go through everything. It wasn't a ton of stuff. In 2 days, he had it all sold. So that's.
Yeah, it sounds like he's real smart about it. As long as you don't have the mattresses and all that big stuff to deal with, you can get through a unit pretty quick, as long as there's not that difficult stuff.
Yeah. Well, he's looking at some that are going off tomorrow now, but we leave on Thursday, so he's going to have to either rent the unit for a month, or, sometimes when I do my shipping, we take it to a storage unit place, and they have a postal pickup there. So we know them very, very well. And they told him, they said, most places will have a first month's free. So you really don't even have to pay anything to keep it there for a month. So I don't know how many he's going to buy tomorrow, but we're going to have a job to do when we get back, because he is on fire about it.
So y'all didn't have a moment of silence for Jesse Jackson this morning?
What happened about him?
He kicked the. There's an interesting scene going on at the pearly gates
He
with Jesse
gone.
with Jesse Jackson trying to get in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's 84. He'd been sick. So he passed away. They announced his passing this morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was on Facebook when I woke up this morning.
He
He'd
worth about
he'd
$9
been-
million.
He'd been quiet the last few years, so I think he's been sick for a little while.
Yeah. Well, I hate it. I mean, I hate it when anybody dies. But what can I say? Peddling.
Yeah, don't speak ill of the dead.
Has anybody been following the Nancy Guthrie situation?
Oh Lord, my mother has.
No,
I have not.
too much. I got too much work to do.
I just turn my laptop on when I'm working and I just listen, and I've been listening to a good bit of it. It was getting kind of interesting, but now it just seems to be a very sad story.
Yeah, the sad one was Robert Duvall passed away yesterday, and
Yeah.
at 95. And the one thing I was reading the stories, and the one thing he never had any children, and he'd always wanted children, and that was kind of.
Well,
Yeah.
there's always adoption.
He was a good actor.
He
Yeah.
was one of the best.
He was Tom in The Godfathers, right?
Yeah.
I liked him in that comedy. What was it? Too Grumpy. Oh, what was it?
Grumpy Old Man.
Was he in that?
I don't know.
No,
I can't. I don't think. There is only one other thing that I can remember him being in, and it was a movie about a pilot down in Beaufort, South Carolina, Fort Bragg, or whatever it is down there. That's the only thing other I can think of him being in. But I'm a big Godfather fan, so
That is just that's the one thing I cannot understand. I grew up in North Carolina. Is Beaufort.
Yeah.
Secondhand Lions, Javis. That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh.
Secondhand Lions.
oh
South
yeah, that's a good movie.
South Carolina is Beaufort. North Carolina is Beaufort.
Yeah.
Same word.
yeah, I liked him in Apocalypse Now.
Right.
He's standing on that beach in Vietnam saying, I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yeah.
I think one of his best roles was Lonesome Dove series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
Days
you know
of
what's
Thunder.
sad? And
about
this is sad, and this is just my opinion. All of the great actors and actresses are dying off, and we really don't
Yeah.
have people to replace them.
He never said a word in that To Kill a
Well,
Mockingbird. He
Well, the
played-
problem is they act like they've run out of stories. You know, the movies are just how many Marvel movies can they throw up there? You know, it's
You know,
Captain America, Queen America, cousin Ralph America. I mean, what's next?
you know, I know everything. But if I was a head of if like I took over Disney, I would tell my writers, get your ass down to the library, go to the old section of the library, and start looking at books, look at subjects of books, because all they can do is remake stuff badly.
And our attention span is so short. So, like last night on, I think it was TikTok. I was watching it's Instagram. It was a quick story. It was like 2 minutes. This young lady was looking for a dress for her prom, and she sent the picture of two dresses who she thought to her best friend, but she hit the number wrong, and she sent it to some dude. And the dude sent it back and said, "Hey, my wife's not here," and that's where the guy stops, and he tells you something else. But the whole story is, he says, "My wife's not here, but my kids all say thumbs up. You look great." And he shows a picture of his 5 kids. They're all little kids, and they've all thumbs up for the young lady, and they say, "We like this dress." And so the internet tracks this guy down. Turns out he doesn't have 5 kids. This dude has 6 kids, and the kid that's not in the picture, this is in Tennessee, is fighting leukemia. He was in the hospital at the time, and so all the people in that area, they raised almost $75,000 on. They tracked the GoFundMe down and raised money for the kid fighting leukemia. It's a pretty good story. You
That's
see that
amazing.
you see that kind of stuff on the internet a lot, but it doesn't make, you know what I mean. It's not popular to make movies. You get short stories now. Yeah, I said that to Johnny last night, and yeah, it's a cool story.
I've had an idea for a Disney movie for years, and I think it would go over really well. But who do you tell that won't take credit for it? So Disney
The-
animals, they have people that go to Disney a lot. There's a thing about all the lizards that run around, the bunny rabbits that live in the bushes, the ducks are called water chickens. It's just certain Disney animals that are just there all the time. And I told my husband they need to do a movie about the Disney animals. It could be animated, in the different parks, different families. There's a pecking order. There's, some are the boss, some are the workers, and just create stories off of the Disney animals that really a lot of people seem to go crazy for.
But The Day the Earth Stood Still, classic movie. Then they remade it, and it was crappy. And I'm a big fan of the original black and white one. But movies are so blessed long now. You know, uh, 2.5 hour movies, and they should have cut them down to 45 minutes. And I know I'm going to cause a daggum. Everybody's going to unsubscribe and leave, but Lord of the Rings, that first movie could have been 45 minutes long and told the whole story. A friend of ours that's from New Zealand said he saw more New Zealand in that movie than he has ever seen, and he is from New Zealand. But you're right; people don't have the attention span for it anymore, and it costs for Roberta and I to go to the movie, and it's going to cost us $40 just to get in the movie. By the way, I can't remember which one of the theaters it is. I think it's AMC. Whatever you bring in, they will fill with popcorn. So there was a guy that's doing YouTube videos. He and his wife both. He walks in with a blue Lowe's, 5-gallon bucket, and his wife comes in with a pink one, and they both got like trash bags or whatever in them, and they fill them up for $5. So there you go. So how? So your sales have been kind of slow, Scott.
Yeah, I had to start shipping yesterday because I had 108 that I had to ship.
That's slow, Todd.
So I got all the freaking media out. That was 52 of the 108. And then I didn't touch any of the other store till last night at like 10 o'clock. And it was over 60 by the time I started it, and now the media store is already back to 15 more that got to go out today.
We're shipping a lot this week too because we're getting ready to leave, so we're shipping ahead. I'm shipping into next week. I do a 5 business day handling time, and that way when we go somewhere, everything that's selling today is actually due out next Tuesday. I can go ahead and ship it, and then next week I'm free for the whole week.
Yeah, the media store, I turned on I think the best thing I did for it was I put it for next day or 1 day handling, and that really has ignited the sales. I sold what did I sell yesterday? 367 in that store yesterday alone, and it's been over 300 most of the week. I hit my sales goals last week on both stores, so winning.
Yeah. My sales are down, but dang, we've had surgeries and funerals and more surgeries and more.
Yeah, I think Todd, the one thing people don't talk about is when you're listing, your sales don't immediately die when you stop listing. It takes 8 to 10 days, and you'll start feeling rough patches, and people don't understand. They'll start listing again, but they'll go, "But I listed the last 2 days straight. I don't know why my sales are down." But if you've got a rough patch a week back, it's eventually going to travel through. It's just the way it works, and it's not necessarily that if you miss a day that it hurts the next day, but it's a few days down the line where sales slow down.
Yeah, it's like yesterday. I had a post-op cataract. Quinn had a post-op knee appointment, and then we came home and Gwen had to go to physical therapy. So, and then in between, we go to the pharmacy to get pills. So we're like, oh my god, not much listing done yesterday.
No, I decided to ship yesterday, and I had Van
Like
Massey, which
that.
I only had like 3 hours sleep, so I come home and took a nap, and then never take a nap in the morning. That messes up your whole day.
This time of year, I see an uptick in sales between now and the end of March because people are getting their tax refunds back.
Yep. I'm just
Okay, here's your joke of the day, folks. Todd, have you got your taxes done? Yeah, I got
Taxes
last year's
done? No, I just no. Haven't even really started on them.
I've got mine started, but we're a long way from done.
how was Van Massey? I sold 900 this week.
I mean, I got out my receipts from purchases.
So Kevin, who is baseball, whatever number, um, I think people are missing an opportunity. I have been selling and listing a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have listed or haven't had a priority as listing without Flex. Without all I have to do is take a picture of it and it makes the listing for me, and it's just one of 10. Folks, if y'all are not using this, it is crazy powerful to get stuff listed, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. I've got tubs over there. I just go over there and grab a tub and start whatever's in it. I list. It's been paid for. It just needs to go away. It's already in a tub, so I can put a storage location on it and then go put it in the storage building. It is crazy the stuff that I'm selling right now.
Okay. I've never heard of this before, but I got a advertisement in my Facebook last night. Has anybody used Spadeberry? Apparently, that's like List Easier.
Never heard of it.
I hadn't either. I mean, not at all. Get hundreds of eBay listings in minutes. Start free trial. Batch Draft Studio, review and publish. Get your time back.
You just got to know who handles their data. You need to know a little bit about these companies. That was the one big thing about what's his name's is I don't know how secure he was with your data if you were giving him cards.
I was trying to see if it said like um, I was trying to see if I could find anything about who was the parent company behind them, but I don't see anything yet. I mean, if it actually works and it connects into eBay, then you would have to think they are legit. I've never even
Depends on
really.
which API they're using. If they're using uh, their legitimacy, are they using the production API, which you have to be audited by eBay. That's who you want, a company that's using the production APIs.
Okay. Now, if I was going to get it, I would get List Easier just because Josh is a buddy of ours, and we want to make sure he can pay those Canadian taxes. But
Yeah, that one, Primo is right. That one, I would. There's no way in hell you get me to even try that one, much less
which one is that?
the one that Tekken stole.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that
Uh,
that is the one that Tekken sold.
No. That's not the one you just mentioned. Is not. I forget what his was called, but no, Best Lister or whatever they called it.
right.
It wasn't the securest. I'll just give you that. And I don't know how he's not faced liability for the way he handled that. Way he handled. It's probably because not enough people know about how he handled your information. That he has great liability. He thinks just because he sold it and walked away, he doesn't have a liability. Oh yes, you do, buddy.
Like I did not know that there's all these AI eBay listings. I've never even heard of them until Josh came online with his or started talking about his.
What's the other one you hear a lot? Now a lot of people use Nifty. I think is one that people talk about. I've never seen it.
Um, yeah, I'm agree. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this right here.
The problem, James, is you're assuming that eBay is Amazon. Amazon would have already done this. This is not. That's not the way eBay works. Name the last thing eBay bought to do this that was actually a success.
PayPal.
But I agree with you, James. I hate to admit it. I agree with you. eBay will eventually buy one to fast track it, so they can either offer it part of your store or they can get a few more dollars out of you.
No, I don't think so, Tom. That's not what they do. You're
What does that
confusing
mean?
eBay. You're confusing eBay and Amazon. eBay does not do that. The problem with eBay is it has to become in-house, or it has to, because their architecture is so unique, and the way it is structured, and the way different users have the age of accounts and see different things. You can't just blanket put something on there. You've got to have something that is made.
Right.
And eBay almost has to be the one to develop it because they understand their software and the limitations.
Well, yeah. If eBay doesn't draw from anybody but their own information, it's not going to be a very good lister.
No, but they would. I think the thing eBay would struggle with is the fact that is you become dependent to the AI search engines, and each time you query them, there's a cost to it. So they would raise a significant cost. Where right now you can look at Amazon. What's the strength of Amazon? I've told you guys this over and over. Is the amount of third party infrastructure that's built around Amazon that Amazon hasn't had to pay for, that benefits all their stuff and benefits Amazon's platform as well. I think that's the way they're going to go, is to help enrich their sellers and their platform by allowing more third party integration, which accomplish it without them having to incur financial responsibility or cost for the thing. That's the Amazon model you copy. That's the one where eBay, as long then eBay's only job is to vet the API and to keep their stuff secure. I mean, that's much easier than building your own AI platforms.
It's all changing.
Oh my god, you should have heard Phoebe this morning. I got up and took a shower because I was early and didn't feed her. And I got out of the shower and Johnny's like, "There he is. He's the one that hadn't feed y'all. Do y'all want food?" And they're in there barking and carrying on.
How many of y'all used Mr. Lister back in the day?
Absolutely. I've sold 3 things while listening to y'all carry on. So this is winning.
Has there been anything good?
I don't know. That one was from, well, at this point, the stuff that I'm listing, just being gone is good. Let's see, what was it? We sold some Avon Nail Expert Strong Results Length for $33. I've had that for, I don't know how. I stole 2 sticks of deodorant. Y'all want 2? What do you think? 2 sticks of deodorant?
That's pretty good.
I did get $70 for them,
Wow.
and then some
2
lotion.
sticks?
Yeah, 2 air deodorants.
God.
And Nissa knows. Arid gel. They haven't made that in over a year. It was a 2-pack for 68, and it was on sale. It was originally $75.
Are you finding that stuff on top shelves or at yard sales or?
That was my phone, and Nissa. It's hard to find it in grocery stores.
Well, I'd say it's like old stock that's been. Okay.
Yeah, those were in a little bitty grocery store outside of Florence, Alabama.
Do those have a Best By date on them?
No, but the gel, you got to be careful. When it goes bad, it turns liquid. I do have some over there that are liquid. If anybody wants to pour some deodorant on your arm.
Right. Yeah, baseball. We were discussing that earlier. I got too much crap here.
Yes, Bam. eBay's got their own issues. Even their item search where you take a picture of has gotten incredibly worse. It was terrible. It got really good, and now it's gotten really terrible again. It's a little better if you actually take a picture and then have it searched from the picture versus having it take the picture. Which I don't know why. It should be the same, but it's not.
It's
One of these days, I'm gonna start having ChatGPT look them up. Let's see. How many do I have to ship today? 38 on that one and 16 on the other.
I was reading an article last night, and it was talking about this company in Michigan that they make car parts, and the parts they make they sell to all 3 of the major dealerships. I mean, manufacturers. And the guy said that they were updating a line of machines that they use, and since they were setting new equipment, they could try out the AI based control system for it, and they're having all kinds of problems with it because he says it's got to be perfect because you send Ford $100,000 worth of parts. You don't want any of them come back because of defects. So he and his partner, they're really into the AI, thing, but he said it's just still not quite right yet for actual production of parts and whatnot.
So Facebook and TikTok are kind of, anybody can turn a camera on and call themselves an influencer. Right. There is a guy this morning who was serious, and I see on my post, one of the posts, that he's found a new way to ship hats. Blow air in a Ziploc bag and then put them in a poly. And so many people giving him thumbs up, and they never thought about that, and that was a great idea. I'm like, all these people can't be serious. How long does a Ziploc bag hold air, you bunch of dummies?
Yeah, easier don't mean better.
Easier is an 864 box and throw a hat in it and be done with it. And how many people believe this nonsense?
Damn it. Todd throws bone china cups in the damn
Poly bag. Yeah,
padded envelope and sends them out all the damn time.
you betcha. Uh-huh.
You know, people have got to use a little logic. And I know y'all give me hell about how you going to ship that in a box. And go back to that statement, I was talking about whether it's going to be like it's in a manufacturer's box already, or you're going to put it inside of another box. Hell, we get all the stuff from Amazon all the time, and it's just got a label slapped to it, the manufacturer's box.
So Todd, did you get your Ground Advantage stuff? They cut I ordered 100 of each, the 2 boxes and the bubble mailers.
Yeah.
They sent me 10 bubble mailers.
10?
And they put 10 padded mailers in another padded mailer and sent 10. And then they sent 25 of each of the boxes.
I sent in an order last week and I got 100 poly bags and I haven't got any of the rest of it.
Yeah, I didn't want any poly. I just got, damn you people aren't.
What do y'all think is the best thing to use your eBay coupon on? They've got that little limited store, and I end up with stuff I don't ever really use, and I don't like eBay tape. I don't like it saying eBay.
I usually get the bubble mailers. They're good.
Yeah, the media store is a $25 store right now. So for I think $11 you can get 100 of the media bubble mailers. That's generally what I get with that one. And the other one is $50, and I usually get bigger boxes like 16, 12 eighths or something.
Right. Anissa, what do the pink bulbs mean?
I generally get these.
Red
Yeah.
ones mean
Yeah,
you're
I've
running
got
the cat house. Yeah, that's what I like too. Is those size right there.
I use a lot of these. So about the time my 3 months is up, I need another batch of them. So,
well, Scott, you should be running through those like crazy.
Yeah, I order them 500 at a time on Supply Hut. Yeah, you can't go wrong with an 864 box if you have to order something, because that's the box I use the most of.
So to back up to what you were talking about a while ago, they're taking a ball cap, putting it inside of a Ziploc bag, inflating the Ziploc bag, and then sticking it inside of a padded envelope or a poly mailer.
Poly.
Uh-huh.
I know, right? That's what I thought.
And it's probably breast cancer. That's probably what the pink ones are for.
I think if the comments on that video or whatever hadn't blown them up already, they will soon, because people with half a brain know that that's not going to work out well.
Well, it's Facebook, and he only had like 23 or 24 comments, and they were all positive. I'm like,
oh God.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too, Vintage. You used a priority letter envelope yesterday, Chaz? Oh Lord, his feedback will blow him up. He actually sells them. I mean, really, people that buy ball caps, They're an odd lot, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. They're wanting a specific ball cap, and they want it to get there in as primo condition as it's supposed to be.
Yeah, is that like primo chemo condition?
Yeah, primo chemo, prime condition. Oh, another thing, for y'all that sell designer like handbags and shoes and stuff like that, I was watching a video and they were talking about designers like Coach and even Versace. You know, even the top tier of the low tier brands. They have promoted their products and have so many products out there, and they have all these big tacky logos on stuck to them that people are quitting, have stopped buying them because why pay $800 for a purse that they've made 3,000 of them? Now the top tier designers, uh, they're not affected about it, but the lower ones are really taking a hitting because and Louis Vuitton's considered one of the Walmart designer brands. Uh, they're kind of seeing their sales drop. And I don't know whether it's that or it's because people just don't have the excess cash to go drop $3,000 for a purse.
That's what you worry about. I worry about Anissa and her Facebook post yesterday.
What
She
was
said
that?
she said about to head out and get some vitamin D. Yes. Did you tell your husband?
Oh no, I didn't see that. Anissa, honey, you got to watch where you
Did
phrase
you?
stuff.
I hope you took your husband with you with his vitamin D.
That's right.
You're asking the wrong crowd. I don't do logos and stuff. The hell with all that.
Uh,
I used to buy expensive sunglasses, but I broke so many of them. I buy them on Amazon now.
Jake,
Hey, what's going on?
what you out doing today?
That's the best picture we've had of you yet.
Hey, I know, right? I don't even know how to operate this thing anymore.
You come back from playing with the Penguins and you can't operate. What the hell?
Yeah, I know, right? I regressed. I found my true self. I found my root.
JT, I just read her Facebook post. We're talking about keep it clean. I just read the Facebook post.
Yeah. I saw that too, and I was like, whoa, Anissa.
I mean, how hard would it have been? I'm going outside to get some sun,
Yeah.
fresh sunshine.
Yeah.
See?
Was that supposed to have been posted on your OnlyFoots's Facebook page?
Only pizzas, yeah.
To let, people know,
OnlyFeets's?
to let people know you're tanning your feet.
On the cruise ships, they're starting to ban the smart glasses because they take video and they take.
Yeah, they don't want people. There's so many people that complain about being videoed. I'm sure.
Yeah, they are, and so Anissa's going to have to. She's going to have to get her some smart glasses and go on a cruise. Jake, Julie, how's the jewelry business going? The jewelry.
It's good. I'm in the uptick right now because people are getting their rapid refund tax money back, so they're buying with hopes of starting little businesses or side gigs or whatever. So it's rolling.
Out here at the sunny 50 degrees.
What's that?
It's 50 degrees there.
Oh, yeah.
We're supposed to be near 70 today, I believe.
I think our high is 65. I think 64, 65. So, yeah.
We're only going to be 80 today.
Only?
Is that your age or your temperature?
I don't like you very much, Jake.
Now, see, it's going to be nice here. It's going to be like 65, 48, 66, 50, 73, 56, 77, 52,
Hey,
65,
Todd,
46. And then
you should
Sunday,
have just said, "Well, I look great for 80, right?"
yeah.
Well, I don't, but
But you
whatever.
do. You look good for your age.
Yeah, he does.
Boy, I'm telling you.
I
Yep.
didn't ask how you felt.
I looked
Yeah.
on those insurance charts, life expectancy, and dang it, if you reach the age of 70, which I have, you've only got a 20% chance of living to age 90. So I'm like, well, shit.
What's the
That's
point?
not very long.
Hey, for the record, I've been nice to you this morning, Todd. For the record, I hadn't been mean at all.
I know. I can't
The young
never mean.
whippersnapper comes in here, and it's all.
I really
It's
hadn't.
chaos.
I hadn't been mean to Tom either. I just pointed out he looked like Ursula.
I got my 20-year business plan going. I got to live at least 20 more years.
Absolutely.
I got to tear these little sticker things, and it's going to make a noise. So I'm going to go out, but I'm still in the chat.
Okay.
All
All right,
right.
Julie. Have a good vacation if I don't talk to you before.
There, Julie.
Thank
That's-
you.
that's
Y'all have a
cool.
good day.
Go
That's cool.
buy 15 more storage units to keep yourself busy.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I love seeing him so excited and just seeing his face as he was going through that stuff. When he found that camera, I thought he was going to have a heart attack. He's just freaking out, and I love it. I love seeing him so excited. So as long as he wants to do it, he can have at it.
Yeah.
Well, have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
I get to go play hearing officer.
Yay.
Hearing officer.
Yeah, he's going to
Jury
court.
duty this week?
Hearing officer? No. So the housing agencies in the area have to have a hearing officer hear a case if they deny an application and the applicant wants to appeal.
Right.
And so before it goes to court, they have to put it in front of a hearing officer. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. Is I'll be the hearing officer to see if the housing agency followed their own policies and the policies of HUD, or if there's an opportunity of something that they might have missed.
You bring your denied stamp with you? Nah.
How did you know, B?
So,
As handle on the law, you have no case.
why would they want you on a situation like this when you're a property owner, a landlord?
Yeah, that's conflict of interest right there.
You would no, not the conflict of
Not my
interest.
tenant.
It's like go ahead.
They're not my tenants.
Well,
I would not be able to do that if it were one of my tenants, huh?
I was talking about more like you're going to be listening to what this person says, and you in your mind you're going to be going, "Okay, bullshit." I've had too many people.
Yeah,
say the same
exactly.
thing.
So who do you think hires me or pays me? Well, I don't actually get paid for this, but who do you think hired me? And it's the housing authority.
I'm telling you, he's doing this now because he's making a list of people not to rent to.
See, you're smart.
The neighbors next door, Jake, they're in New Zealand right now on a cruise, and
I want to go.
She said, well, she sends me updates like because my boys park in their driveway just to make it look like somebody's living there, and
Right.
so and we've got the remote for their automatic lights, so we can turn lights on in and out of their house. So we kind of look out for the place because I don't want a bunch of bullshit going on next door.
Oh,
Anyway,
for sure, yeah.
so she sent me an email. They were at sea, and she was just taking care of some stuff. And in the internet, wonderful. Anyway, she said that she's had 147 applications for that house.
Oh, geez. I would
And-
start charging an application fee if I got that many for one house.
Well, that's what she said she's going to start doing. Now, she already charges for like employment searches, anything that has a fee, then you
Yeah.
have a fee.
Yeah,
You pay a fee. And
Right.
she said they don't even get by the residence part of it. She says I look at the application, and in the last 2 years they lived in 20 different locations.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she said it's not like they're like a nurse, and they're
Right.
a traveling nurse where they're here 6 months and there's 6 months.
Right.
But she's like, I said, so no new tenants. She said no. She said she does have one when the what is it? Whatever our big golf tournament we have here is called. That somebody wants to rent it for that week.
Okay.
She does short-term rentals. But she said, and then she looked at some of them, and everything's being paid under the table.
Yeah.
They don't have any financial records or anything like that. Well, show me your
Yep.
tax return, because some people get paid cash and then
That's
but
right.
they still process it
Mhm.
like they're supposed to.
Yep.
They don't have them.
That's what I asked for.
They just don't have them.
Right.
So are you having problems like that up there in your neck of the woods, or you just pretty much got everything filled up now?
Oh, they're mostly filled. If if I were getting that many applications, I'd either raise the price or I would start charging an application fee. We generally don't charge application fees on most properties just because we would much rather have quality applicants at for no fee, and it does tend to the application quality is a little bit more hit or miss, even if you're charging a fee, because it's usually the people are a little bit more desperate, depending on the quality of the house, right? So if you have a really high quality house, absolutely you charge a fee for the application. But if you're in a C grade or B grade, then if you pay for an application, they're desperate, not quality. You just got to know what you're.
She says that she believes that people are desperate for spots because everybody is getting. Everybody's getting landlords are getting tired of dealing with this crap.
Yeah.
And so they're just, they're really starting to watch what's going on. But we've got like 1,000 new apartments coming online next month.
Yeah, but see, what you just said is exactly what I'm seeing too. Single family homes are being sold because nobody wants to deal with renters in single family homes. All the investors want to deal only with apartments or multifamily for rentals, and that's why you're seeing the squeeze you're just talking about. Single family homes are being sold off from investor portfolios into owner occupied substantially, because they're not, even in my mind, they're hardly worth managing. Like the amount of work I put into a single family home rental management is really not worth the fee that I get.
But she said, I don't have anybody lined up until the Wells Fargo Classic.
So James W says, not true, Jake. Lots of residential homes have been bought. I agree, they're being bought, but they're being bought by owner occupied by a large majority. And even at least in our area, and all our realtors are telling me the same thing. A lot of the investors are selling single family homes. Not all of them, but anything that's a good, an A or A minus grade. Almost all of those are being sold to owner occupied. Again, that's just my observation here and those who I talk to.
James, you're right, BlackRock. But BlackRock is having some problems too, because they're spending a lot in legal fees and staff.
Yeah.
Payroll,
and they're going to buy a lot more about a whole neighborhood too. They're going to buy a neighborhood that's newly built, and they'll hold it for 10 years while there's no maintenance needed on the new build. Very little needed.
Right.
other than mistakes. I do see BlackRock buying a lot of those. In fact, we have a local scenario where it looks like BlackRock might be trying to buy a bunch of 376 new homes that are being built on 0.2 acres, where you're literally 20 feet from the next house, 10 foot to the property line, another 10 foot, another house. And it looks like they're trying to buy a bunch of those. And
we have a builder here that is trying to go back to dirt is a premium. That's why I like dirt.
mhm.
They're buying up tracts of land, like they bought up this one company bought up a 5-acre tract, but it's got an acre and a half of it is wetlands because it's on like a peninsula and it wraps around them. So they're selling, they're building good sized houses, and they're selling off good sized lots. Now, guys, I know an acre and a half lot is not that big to some of you people, but in the city of Charlotte, let's get 12 horses and put on it. That's a lot of land. And they have been selling their property really quickly because they think that people are wanting to have a little bit more privacy and a little bit more yard. And like you said, 10 feet to your next door neighbor. If you have a screamer living next door to you, you hear every word.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
That's going to be a problem, Jabus. That's a problem. Going to be a problem because our neighbors, they don't allow pets at all. The only exception is if it is a
service animal.
A what?
Service animal. Yeah. ADA service animal.
And it's got to be a real service animal, not one of these fake ones.
Emotional support animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those laws are changing quickly at the state level. So expect that most states will pass laws in the next 2 to 3 years forcing you to accept an emotional support animal.
I'm gonna take my my turkey on the next flight I go on. When I come to Nashville this year, I'm gonna bring my emotional support turkey with me.
Is he gonna be in a plastic container from the rotisserie section?
Yeah. But it's because they had a house, not this one, but another one. They had a house, and people came in, and they had a dog, and they knew they had the dog, and they paid the pet fee and all this kind of stuff. Well, they ended up with another dog, which was a big old huge mutt, and it just like clawed up door facings and all this kind of stuff, and it cost them a lot of money.
Right.
You're right, Jabus. If there's no any rentals, it'll go up.
Yeah, but price will go up.
Also, like I said, they're building like 1,000 new apartments in Charlotte that's supposed to go online in the next couple of months. I do know a property manager for one apartment complex, and she can't keep them. She can't keep it filled because it's always money issues or they don't qualify. So,
well, that indicates to me a lot of times that they're trying to over optimize their price point too high.
It's
all right. Well, I gotta roll. I've got to pull in here to where I'm going.
Okay, no knives, no guns, no tasers. Just take your key fob for your car and your wallet and a proper attitude.
Yeah, it's not in a courthouse, so you're good.
Okay.
Nah.
So take your knife.
Yeah, it's at an agency. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy it. Let us know what happens.
I don't know that I'll enjoy, but I'll learn. That's the whole goal of doing it, is to learn something.
All right. Have a good one. Bye. No Hershey Kisses in you. Yeah, that don't sound fun. Not at all. All right, Todd, you got anything to add to this little horse and pony show?
Buy low, sell high.
Okay. How's silver and gold doing today?
Bad.
Is it gone back down?
Going down. But it's still above this time last year, so we're not hurting yet, but it's been going down.
Have you bought a lot? Are you kidding? Why? Because he was taking. Hold that thought, Sandy. Because he was taking food into the park.
Stopped at Dollywood.
Do you think it's going to? Do you think for a while it's just going to go up and down, up and down, up and down?
But we're supposed to have contracts come due at the end of February, and that may drive the price of silver and gold back up. We'll see.
Right. Oh, the wrappers. Dollar stronger. That's the reason you buy gems. You need to be buying dirt, and you need to be buying gold and silver, and any other.
It could be a buyer's market right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It can always go lower. It's been lower. So
it's
anybody's guess.
Because y'all know how I am on the stock market. I just don't. Unless you got enough money to buy a big block of stock, so you have a voice.
Can't even take your husband to Dollywood. Dadgummit.
Sandy, do you make him empty his pockets now before you take him anywhere? Okay.
Oh, that's good, James.
Yeah. Ended up calling and getting this feedback.
Going lower.
It's going lower, lag. How's your Bitcoin doing? Is it still going down?
I don't know. Let me look.
That's what I was doing. I had just thought about when I saw lag, because I know $66,959. Boy, at one point it was over $68,000.
Anytime he goes to Dollywood, they make him empty his pockets. Huh?
It sounds like she better be doing it all the time. You hope Bitcoin goes down more?
Shoot, if I put Hershey's Kisses in my pockets, they would all melt in my. That'd be some miserable.
Yeah. Buy more now, lag. Cash is losing value every second. Yeah.
All right. I better go pack my orders.
All righty. No doctor's appointments or anything today?
I hope not. God.
You can stay out. You can put on your comfy pants and just hang out at the house. All right, guys. Thank you all for coming in here today. We appreciate it. And we will see y'all. Are you going to do anything tomorrow? Because I don't know. Are you going to do anything tomorrow, Todd?
Scott will probably do a show on his new channel, won't he?
I don't know. Remember, he was going to take
his new old channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, look for Scott, and if he doesn't do anything, look for one of us. I doubt I'll do it. I doubt I'll be around because I need to go take care of some stuff, and I might do that in the morning. So we'll see you on Thursday. And back on Todd on Friday, and we will all have a great day. Bye.
Bye.